and you're listening to the BBC World Service. Now, there was a time when nature prevented women from giving birth after a certain age, but science is changing that. Only this week, a 62-year-old Spanish woman gave birth to a healthy baby girl she conceived through IVF. Emerging from the hospital smiling with her child in her arms, the new mother told the waiting press she felt wonderful and that older women who want to have a child should not be afraid to do so. Well, back in 2014, we heard from a Nigerian woman who at the age of 60 did just that. Miss Omolara Irohi had a baby daughter through IVF after 30 years of marriage, and you can just hear the joy in the voices then of herself and her husband Desmond.
I can't just explain it. It's a wonderful experience. Anytime I see her, anytime I carry her, I just say God is great, God is awesome. So we've been so happy. No more thinking. Now we just feel relaxed and happy.
I'm never tired of looking at her. Anytime she wakes up at night, in fact, I take pleasure. Once she's well fed, she will not sleep. I put her on my lap, we'll be looking at each other, watching each other. So I enjoy even having a vigil with her.
So what has life been like 2 years on? Veronica Edwards has been speaking with Omolara Irohi.
It's been fun. It's been wonderful to have her. And then now that I've retired, I have all the time in the whole world for her. I take her to school. She has started school. I take her to school every morning, then pick her up in the afternoon.
What sort of a reaction do you get from other people when you take her to the school? Have they been supportive, or do they ask you brought their grandchild?
Yes, some do. Some say that, Aisha, you have a lovely granddaughter. I just smile. At times, I explain to some of them that she's actually my daughter. What a lovely girl, what a lovely granddaughter you have. That's their thinking anyway, that she must be my granddaughter. But those that come closer to me, I tell them she's my daughter. They will say, wow, what happened? Then I relate the story to them again.
And what do they say? Do they say you shouldn't have had the baby at that age, or I'm going to go and try it since she's had a baby in her old age, I'm going to have one as well?
They feel happy for me. They have their own children too. And they feel encouraged seeing her with us all the time.
So they've been very supportive?
Yes. Even in the school, the proprietress really loves her, that she too has a daughter. She was just over 40 years, and she had a daughter through IVF. So she understands. So anytime she sees her, she calls her Eboluwani.
The Spanish doctor who gave birth this week at the age of 62 said older women should go ahead and have children if that's what they want. Do you think it is a fundamental right for a woman to have a child at any age?
It depends on the mindset of the woman. Psychologically. It depends also on her husband. If both of them agree, yes. But if not, I will advocate adoption.
So why didn't you go down the route of adoption?
I didn't because, the African culture, some children lived with us that we trained. So I just have that feeling that somehow one day I will have my own child, no matter the number of children we have trained.
Do you think it is a stigma if you don't have children in your culture?
Yes. In a way it is. One feels it.
How did you used to feel before you had your little girl?
Before then, when my friends' children were getting married, that was when I started really feeling it. I would have had a child now, by this time, getting married. I would have been a grandmother. So my spirit just said I should continue. Just having somebody that you can call your own.
Do you think having babies is a biological necessity?
Probably because it's in the Bible. It's been ordained by God. So probably that thinking is also there. So you feel you're a woman, you should be a mother.
So you think if you don't have a baby as a woman, you are not fulfilled?
Exactly. Looking at our own culture, or if we were not in Nigeria, if we were outside the country, we wouldn't have felt it that much. But in the African culture, even when you tell your mother, that kind of a thing, Wabi money, mobile, wabi money. You know, I hope you understand Yoruba.
No, what does that mean?
It means I have you, I'm your own mother, so you two will have your own children. Even your own mother. We say never that you will have your own child. They will say time is running out. So I think it's the culture.
But do you worry that you and your husband could be too old by the time your daughter becomes a teenager and you will not be able to keep up with her?
We believe that God willing that we will live long and we'll be able to take care of her. We've had some educational endowments, funds for her, policy, so that we take care of her. And those children that we have trained, we believe that she's their sister.
For now, you are spoiling her rotten.
No. We are spoiling her with love, but she's well disciplined. I'm still a little bit strict with her. At times she calls me Mama. That's the wonder, God's wonder. And we feel fulfilled, we feel happy.
Omolara Irohe in her 60s and very happy Nigerian mother there with her toddler